at stake. When you were with the Spurs, or any of the teams, talk about some of the epic conference rivalries you played in.
Well, I always go back to playing against the Phoenix Suns in the 7 seconds or less Steve Nash-led teams, along with Amari Stoudemire, and what Mike D'Antoni was introducing to the game back in 2005, 2006, which, by the way, Kevin, everybody's doing now.
Right.
But tremendous talent on the court at that time, tremendous disparity in style of play, and watching Steve Nash during MVP years trying to conduct his team against the vaunted Spurs. Fantastic, incredibly competitive match.
And a lot of speed. I mean, it was eye-opening to watch.
And it was the Spurs trying to catch up. So how are we going to do the rock'em sock'em game against the 7 seconds or less? We kind of took care of it.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair off at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Barnes. 9 points last game. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
LeBron outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Luke Walton gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They've yet to find success against the Lakers, going 0-2 in the first 2 meetings between the teams. Coach said a lot of the problem is we just get deflated when they go on a big run. We have to know that with LeBron, a run is going to come. We just have to have the mental fortitude to fight through it. But that's a big challenge when LeBron gets himself and his team going. Guys?
Thank you, David. And LeBron throws it down.
Nice to see LeBron have a straight line drive. Somebody fell asleep there.
Green against Bogdanovich. There's the pass to Fox. The high post shot. Green with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Holmes. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Fox, no good.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Caldwell Pope on the wing, covered by Barnes. Here's Davis, and he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Barnes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Bogdanovich. Sacramento again missing the Lakers on offense. They're on a 15-4 run. And it's Davis with the jam.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Bielitsa inside. He's guarded by Davis. Bielitsa with the bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's LeBron. Here's McGee. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. The Kings trail by 13.
What a culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac, along with Peja Stojakovic, two of the legendary Sacramento Kings players finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And Brent, around the league, people are saying the Kings are one of the scarier teams on the rise.
Well, they drafted decently. They play a system that now is speaking to some of their young talent. They've had a nice blend. It's been a long time coming in Sacramento, but fans coming out to the new arena to support this new, young, hungry Kings group.
Barnes against McGee. Barnes looking around. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Feeds it to Caldwell Pope. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Fox following the bucket by the Lakers. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Well, Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
James, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Now McGee, covered by Barnes. Outside, Green. Pass to Davis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And 12 points for Davis.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
And they double up James. McGee finds Caldwell Pope. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. From deep, James, no good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans. Here's Bogdanovich, and he makes good on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And they double up James. And the wide open shot from Green sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Some changes for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And a change for the Kings. Fields checked in. Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
The key for Bielitsa is confidence, attacking and trying to find ways to do different types of damage in the game.
Two. Free throw good from Bielitsa. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
And both free throws good for Green. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. And I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Alberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina, Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State, signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Good on both.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
Now here's James. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And Fox gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Green up on top, covered by Heel. Green kicks to Davis. Shoots over Fox. Tries again, and it's Howard laying it in. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great position.
And the dunk by Bielitsa.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Shooting one.
Free throw good from Bielitsa. Well, for Bielitsa, he's not the most athletic player on the floor, but Brent, he produces.
Now, Bielitsa, one of those guys who can flow into a transition and stop 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line and drill you from there. So a nice guy as a secondary option on the break is Bielitsa.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fox against James. From deep, Bielitsa with the bucket. Bielitsa's got 10 points in the game.
You get 3, Bielitsa wants 3 back, and he'll get them.
Bielitsa against James. LeBron is doubled. Right side, Green. Here's Davis. Rebounded by Holmes.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Healed outside. The pass to Bielitsa. Holmes kicks to Fox. Holmes passes to Heald. From the arc. Can't hit that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Kuzma outside. And they double up James. Kuzma finds Howard. To the inside. James. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And it's 9 points for LeBron.
And you got to do better than that, or at least try. LeBron James, just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina, becoming an annual tradition as always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's James in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. So it's Sacramento now, after the basket by Los Angeles.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Count it. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
And I like that they're not settling, hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Fox following the basket by LeBron James. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. The teardrop falls in. Waiters got his first basket.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Corey Joseph's checked in for De'Aaron Fox.
Let's look at the stats for Hield. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Averaging about 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use. Plus,
that was something else.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
The Kings trail by 20. Passes it to Len. Pass to Bielitsa. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Got a piece of it. With the second effort, James misses. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Over Waiters. Again, the miss by the Kings.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Now, here's Kuzma. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Kings have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Timeout called by the Kings. Brent, the league's been trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
I think that's fair.
We would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor.
Exactly.
And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin. But in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
There's no doubt. Los Angeles making a switch here. Smith has checked in, and a change for the Kings. Harry Giles has checked in for Bielitsa. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hield against Waiters. Hield gets to Len. 6 to shoot. Outside, Joseph. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by the Lakers.
Pass to Howard. Dishes to LeBron. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's 18 points for LeBron.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hield outside. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Just looks so easy for LeBron James, a powerhouse who can score from anywhere.
Now here's Joseph. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Back to Hield. Fires for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Waiters outside. Back to LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
Well, Waiters is a capable passer. He might not like the pass, but he's a capable passer.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Giles the pass to Hield, looking to end the run, and the layup is good. Hield's got his first bucket in this one.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Outside, Davis. He dishes it to James, and Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
This is one where the 2nd foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Howard kicks to Waiters. Lock at 6. And there's the pass to Smith. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Hield the pass to Joseph. Back to Hield. Over Smith. Again, Hield missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Joseph. Barnes outside. No good with the triple.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Here's Smith. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Barnes. Sacramento's got nothing but zeros from long range in the 2nd quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Joseph. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my 2nd season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players on it.
Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as a head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
And the Kings making a change here. Parker's checked in. LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the 2nd quarter. Here's James. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
All length there from AD. The assertive attitude, and it just makes him such a handful on the offensive glass.
Hield outside. It's on target from the high post.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Passes to Howard. The shot misses, and it's the Kings taking it the other way. to the paint. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
So awesome to see Jabari Parker return to form, especially when he's rising up.
Healed against Raiders, and the shot goes in. And that's now 24 points for LeBron.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
Now here's Healed. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. And it's Parker in the corner. The three from Barnes. That shot is off. Like 6 others he's attempted tonight, he has but one basket.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Now here's Healed. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Back to Joseph. Up top, Healed. He's guarded by Davis. Healed can't hit.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's Joseph after the basket by Los Angeles. Healed left side. He doesn't hit that one. Los Angeles is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph. Here's a look what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Sunday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group. Still scoreless. You wonder if it's starting to get to them.
That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Barnes kicks to Joseph. Here's Giles, covered by Smith. Sacramento again missing. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. 1:25 left in the first half of the game. Davis finds James from deep 3-point range, but they get it back. Here's Howard. Kicks it out to LeBron. Waiters dishes to Davis. Overhealed. And it's Davis missing. And for the Kings, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Joseph, the pass to Parker. On the wing, Healed. And the drought. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Barnes. Rebound by Smith.
But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he's just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Barnes. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket on layups and knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 26 points, 3 rebounds, and a crazy number of assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Bogdanovich, no luck. And Los Angeles guys shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them.
What a burst of speed. LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
The Kings shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Pass to Bogdanovich. And here is Holmes. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Holmes can't get it to go in.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Green dishes to LeBron. The jumper from the free throw line is good. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope, and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 8. Here's Fox out to the right wing, and the turnover again by Sacramento. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Shoots over Holmes. Again, the Lakers.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Well, if they got a favorite play, Kevin, it might be time to break it out. 0 of 4 to start it.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Green against Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Caldwell Pope against Barnes. Back to Fox. And the rejection by LeBron.
LeBron using his big mitts there. Comes in handy on defense. Getting up there to spike that one away.
Here's Davis. Shoots over Holmes. And the rejection by Holmes. Nobody near Barnes. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got 7.
And just Shakespearean there. A smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here's Davis. He's got 23. He kicks it to LeBron. Shoots over Fox. Rebound by Bjelica. Bjelica's got his 4th rebound in this one. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
And Fox gets it to go.
Pretty nice looking shot there from De'Aaron Fox, looking more comfortable.
The Lakers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Now McGee, he's got 6. Now the dish to LeBron. Floats it up for Davis.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
James against Fox. Outside Bogdanovich. That shot misses. Excellent D that time there from McGee. The drive by James, and the layup's good off the glass. LeBron's got 32 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock reset for Sacramento. The Kings have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for James. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now here's Davis. He's got 25. Outside Green. Back to Davis. Good D by Bogdanovich. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. It's stolen by Davis. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And Green slams it in.
Well, not a road runner with his speed, but Green really has an understanding of how to execute and get wide on the break.
Outside Bogdanovich. Shot on the wing, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bogdanovich has got 10.
Playing in between right now and changing speeds. Bogdanovich spotting some nice scoring opportunities.
Davis finds Green. Off target from three-point range. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
Now here's Green. He's got 7. Kuzma. They kick it out to Green. The 3. Green missing again.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Bogdanovich looking around. Fox with it. Now Green defending. Here's Holmes. Davis with some nice D. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Pass to Caruso. Over Bielitsa. And that one's good. Caruso.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there. Just a gifted scorer.
Now here's Fox. 8 points for him. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Kings making a change here. Hield's checked in. Back to Fox. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
Caruso, the pass to Morris. Davis with it. Barnes grabs the miss. That one doesn't drop. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Kuzma. And it's good. 2 points. Kuzma's got his second basket of the night.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Fox passes to Holmes. Dishes it to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Jump shot is good that time. Hield's got 6.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Caruso, the pass to Davis. Lets it go from 14. And the Lakers get it back. And it's Davis finishing it off.
This is what you get with AD, just an incredibly unique skill set and just dominating right now pretty easily on the offensive end.
Now here's Hield. He's got 6. Fox with it. Picked up by Davis. Fox, the bounce pass. Here's Holmes. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma outside. Here's Caruso. Rebound by Bielitsa. Bielitsa's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fox passes to Holmes. The kick out to Fox. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Sacramento has possession. Five on the clock. Back to Holmes. The kick out to Fox. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Kings have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
One shot.
That free throw good from Holmes. Smith checked in for Markieff Morris. Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Kings. Fox looking it over. The pass to Bazemore. Clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And given how athletic Bazemore is, he always does a phenomenal job drawing contact on those kind of shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
first one falls for him.
And really, it's hard to guard a guy like Bazemore because of how high he can get up. His athleticism is just boundless.
Waiters, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so Bazemore nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Smith the pass to Kuzma. 1:11 left in the third quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's Davis missing.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Fox finds Bazemore. Back to Fox. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Fox has got 12 in the game. LA's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Kuzma against Barnes. Kuzma passes to Caruso. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 27 seconds left in the third. Hield with the bucket.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Kuzma outside. Here's Caruso, guarded by Fox. Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Whenever Anthony Davis is rolling to the rim like he was right there after the screen, you have to get him the ball. He's going to capitalize most every time.
From deep, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Smith. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Parker. Here's Len. McGee with the block. For the three. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Joseph against Waiters. 6 to shoot. Joseph with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
McGee against Len. Waiters surveying the D. And McGee kicks to Waiters. That's tipped.
Sensational coverage by Bazemore there. His length makes him a threat to always be able to block shots like that.
Passes it to Parker. Here's Len. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on JaVale McGee. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not
NBA.
in today's game, and not
sports.
with what's at stake.
Both free throws good from Len.
It's been interesting so far for Alex Len as the league has moved away from big men playing on the block about how he's going to improve his game to stay in the NBA for as long as he wants.
Caruso, the pass to Waiters. Knocks down the step back J.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Pass to Giles. And here's Len. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the slam dunk by Bazemore. Waiters with the ball. Smith outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Parker with the bounce pass. Outside, Joseph. The feed to Len. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Dudley comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Dion Waiters. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. McGee dishes to Caldwell-Pope. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Bogdanovich. Here's Joseph at the top of the key. Len. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. And he banks in the layup.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Here's Caruso. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Parker outside, sinks the triple. Parker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Smith outside. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side up. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
Parker, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Dudley. Now McGee. And there's the pass to Smith. And here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered by Bazemore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Len with the block.
Well, putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Joseph, the pass to Len. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Back to Len. In the corner, Bazemore with it. From past the arc. Rebound the Lakers. Caldwell Pope passes to Caruso. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Wilt Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with the three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players, too, that also because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
The Kings have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Joseph finds Bogdanovich. Over Smith, and there are the Kings with another bucket.
Great to see Bogdanovich in this kind of rhythm as a young player, showing he's capable of carrying the load.
McGee, the pass to Smith. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And Joseph kicks it to Bazemore. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Sacramento has possession. Parker dishes to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
Here's Joseph. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Parker outside. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
And he was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Now here is Smith. Now Dudley. Back to Smith. Shoots it up. Off the left rim and out.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they could find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
LA's on 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Joseph. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Kings getting the bucket. Here's Cook. Lays it up and banks it in. Cook's got his first points of the night.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
Now, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Here's Farrell after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Parker against Morris. And Parker, here we go, misses the baby hook. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Left side, Waiters. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when you play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotions. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
Practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
Now Sacramento starting five. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bialich, and it's Holmes in at the center position.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Fox against LeBron. The 3 from Barnes. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Green. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Here's LeBron. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Fox. It doesn't go for him. Great tee that time from Davis. Down low and finished off by Davis.
Boy, you're playing with fire anytime you leave somebody open on James' team. I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
They grab their own miss, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. James looking around. Pass to Green. Back to LeBron. Over Fox. But they recover it. Caldwell Pope on the wing. James outside. Lock at 6. Outside for Caldwell Pope. A three-pointer off the mark. The Kings trail by 4. That's a 2 from Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
Barnes quickly leaking out there. He's always trying to get some easy buckets, easy points, and as a result, he's able to beat defenders sometimes.
Now here is McGee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and it goes down 2 points. 6 points for Davis.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Here's Bogdanovich, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Fox against James. Fox, no good. The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Look at LeBron James here. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. He's averaging 30 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He has 6. Back to LeBron. From outside the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Now, here's Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. We talked about their strategy for containing De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said he's at his best in the open floor. We got a retreat on the release, try to limit his chances out on the break. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Bogdanovich, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Fox looking it over James. And again, it's De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got 6. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do.
Oh, the power on that Pruden!
Man, I like seeing Barnes whip out the big-time dunks, boy. I tell you, a high-flying forward who knows how to throw it down.
Here's LeBron. Goes back up, and it's laid in by Davis. He's got 10.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 6. James outside. Pass to Davis. And the officials call a traveling violation. And let's take this chance to break out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the list of the league's leading teams in steals. Fourth spot held by the Lakers.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
The pass to Fox. A floater, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. We were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch three-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most. And then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great backcourt. Lillard up in Portland, another one. There's so many great ones in the NBA. But
yeah, Lillard would certainly be on the three-man list for sure.
And the first one drops.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Fields checked in for Sacramento. Fox hits them both. Here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes to James. Shoots over Fox. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after 2 for 6 start.
You know, for LeBron, I think that mid-range shot is an important one for him to have in his bag. It keeps the defense honest.
LeBron against Fox. Here's Hield. Again, the miss by the King.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Green finds James. And he converts the layup. LeBron's got his third basket of the night right there.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
McGee with the block. James with it. 29 points for him last game against Houston. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing here by 8. Pass to Bielitsa. Hield with it. Picked up by Davis. Hield with the bucket.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Lakers leading by 6. LeBron outside. Over Fox. Again, Los Angeles.
Hey, you can't find any fault with the defensive effort there. I mean, at the end of the day, James's great offense was better than outstanding defense.
Pass to Fox. Now Holmes. It's stolen by Green. Kicks it out to LeBron. And they double up James. Floats it up for Davis.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The Kings trail by 10. And here is Hield. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. For 3, that's good from Fox on the assist by Hield. And that's now 11 points for De'Aaron Fox.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Green finds Kuzma. LeBron with it.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Here's Hield. Green with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Tell you what, even though he's a little older now, James still a force in transition.
The Kings trail by 9. Here's Fox. He's got 11. The pass to Holmes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
On the wing, Green, covered by Hield, and the dunk by James.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And they double up Davis. Passes it to LeBron. Lets it go from deep. Good work defensively by Fox.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
No good. Lakers leading by 12. It's Kuzma penetrating. Outside, Green. Lakers passing it around. James finds Davis. And they double up Davis. Here's Howard. Pocket 2. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Lakers on top, leading by 14. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And, guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
The Kings trail by 14. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Sacramento, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Giles is out there with Alex Len, and it's Fox in at the 1. 6 on the shot clock. Steps back and shoots. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
James against Fox. Howard trying to free himself up. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
Fox against James. Hield outside. Back to Fox. Pass to Giles. Over in the corner, Barnes. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up, because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
And Davis sends it back.
Well, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
LeBron passes to Howard, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Alex Len picks one up. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
And so Howard nails both of them.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Hield with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Here's the teardrop. Shot clock reset for Sacramento. They need this. Here's Giles, and Davis sends it back.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
Here's a look at the stats for Harrison Barnes. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists.
The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Giles. And just miss after miss right now.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
No shot.
free throw, no good for Howard.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Knocked away. Stolen by Waiters. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Basket counts. Waiters got his first 2 points of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Fox. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Fox has got 15.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Los Angeles.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Fox with the steal. On the wing, Hield over Waiters. Hield can't hit. LA's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Smith dishes to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Knocked loose. It's taken away by Smith. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Raiders leading the charge.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And that one falls for Davis. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us. My senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship, unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And he makes the first. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. That one good for 2. Howard's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And the dunk by LeBron.
You've got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
The Kings shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Outside, Fox. With some arc. And James pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Shots good by Waiters.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Len against Davis. Len passes to Barnes. Over Smith. Again, the miss by the Kings.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To the middle. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Smith. 14 points for Dwight Howard.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Giles kicks to Bogdanovich. Will it go? Offensive rebound. No good on that one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Waiters has it in the corner. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Yep, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Fox. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Floats it up for Davis. They get a hand on it. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Waiters. Back to James. Left side, Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 8th assist here tonight.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Alex Len. And Bielitsa in for Harry Giles. Bielitsa against Davis, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Kings have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw good from Bielitsa. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the moves, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Waiters. He's got 9. And the pass to Davis. Back to Waiters. From 13, here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Dwight Howard is a big, strong, active guy. Even when you hit him, he still is able to muscle through the contact.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
One shot.
That one misses for Howard.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Up top, Holmes. He's guarded by Davis. Holmes passes to Bogdanovich. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Lakers in 5th.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Kings. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Raiders on the wing. He's covered by Bazemore and stolen by Bazemore. 1:33 left in the first half. Outside, Fox. 5 to shoot. Over Howard. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Holmes got 4 points this quarter.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Bazemore. Lays it up off the glass. Bazemore's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
James outside. And they double up James. Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
You know, showing flashes of his old self here. I mean, when Howard finds that rhythm, he feels like nobody can stop him, and he's right.
Barnes outside. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Releases. And again, it's Sacramento converting. LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the inside. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by LeBron. Davis has got 21.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Barnes. 9-point game his last outing. From deep three-point range. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
So active on this end of the floor. Love watching Howard use his wingspan to bother scorers.
And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what did you guys do to get the lead?
We're just trying to play good defense. It's tough down there, but we're doing a good job of making them just shoot one shot and get out and run.
We'll see if we can keep that going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 24 points, 3 rebounds, and a crazy number of assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Fox, no good.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
And the dunk by James.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Green against Bogdanovich. Passes it to Fox. Over James, and Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 23 points.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
James against Fox. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 25 points for Davis.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
A pass to Fox. Over James. And that one goes long. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Down low. Here's Caldwell Pope, and that one drops. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Pass to Fox. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, James. And they double up LeBron. Holmes with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich. They get it again. Here's Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, Barnes doing a nice job embracing contact on the way up. Superb and throwing himself into the defense and drawing the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, Harrison Barnes is an effective two-way player, becoming better every day on offense and can defend multiple positions as well.
The Kings making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Barnes hits them both. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. James, the pass to McGee. Now Davis. Barnes grabs the miss. Out to the right wing. It's Bielitsa. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
LeBron against Fox. There's the pass to Bielitsa. Hield outside. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Fast break, the Lakers. And it's blocked. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Hield with the bucket.
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Hield with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Here's Fox. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Green. Covered by Hield. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. Giles checked in for the Kings. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. For Sacramento, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Now, here's Fox. D right on him. Tries from 10. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. High arcing shot. The Kings shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. And it's good, and the assist by Parker.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Here's Davis. McGee trying to break free. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jabari Parker. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Lakers with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Smith subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Corey Joseph's checked in for the Kings. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Giles. He's guarded by Davis. Giles kicks to Barnes. Off target from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Morris. Drops in the short one. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Inside, here's Barnes. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Barnes has got 11.
And it's nice watching Barnes. I like seeing him convert through contact. That, to me, demonstrates how strong he is on these finishes.
Unloads from 13. And it's Davis missing. Kings have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Parker. Tipped away. It's stolen by Morris. They push it up 4 on 3. Floats it up for Davis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Joseph dishes to Heel. Floats one up. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Caruso, the pass to Smith. Pass to Caruso. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Davis. Over Parker. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 5th rebound in this one. Joseph looking around. Pass to Giles. Barnes right side. Parker trying to free himself up. Barnes can't get it to go. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Smith outside. Here's Morris. Now the feed to Davis. It's deflected. And now Sacramento on the break. And Hield gets it to go on the assist from Joseph. 8 points for Buddy Hield.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to his spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And Smith loves pulling up from 3. Never scared to fire when he's out beyond.
And Joseph kicks to Barnes. Over Davis. The Lakers with the rebound.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. 5th on the list, Anthony Davis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
2 shots. Last on the first.
The first one falls. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Danny Green. So he gets them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
On the wing, Hield. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Davis, the pass to Caruso. He dishes it to Smith. Unable to get that one. Good D by Hield. Barnes looking around. Here's Joseph. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Far from just a jump shooter, Joseph is not shy at getting inside and making it happen there.
Pass to Davis. It's hauled in by the Kings. Giles has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hield, the pass to Parker. That one falls.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Smith against Barnes. Smith dishes to Morris. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
That's a 2 from Barnes. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Caruso. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. And for the Kings, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Hield outside. Now the pass to Giles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And the Lakers making a change here. Waiters is checked in. Good on the second free throw. 36 seconds left to play here in the third. Smith kicks to Waiters. Passes it to Kuzma. At the elbow, Smith over Hield. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Barnes against Smith. And here is Barnes. He's got 11. Takes a 3. No good on the last second attempt there. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. We've got Bogdanovich. Jabari Parker is out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Len, and it's Joseph in at the 1 spot. Here's Waiters. Pass to Caruso. Fires the 3. Kuzma can't get it to go. And here now the Kings. Bazemore with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Parker outside. Mark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Joseph, the pass to Parker. Over Morris. He can't get that one, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Pass to Caruso. To the paint, McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Parker outside. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that matchup with the Magic, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
The pass to Caruso. The Lakers rebound. McGee blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Raiders against Bogdanovich. Parker left side. Again, the miss by the Kings. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. That shot off, and the Kings going the other way now. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance.
Trickery on display. I love it. Sometimes Joseph is unguardable when he goes to his sweet floater. A shot a little guy has to have.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Joseph. Here's for 3. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Bazemore misses. The Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Waiters against Bogdanovich. And Waiters kicks to Caldwell Pope. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours in their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Here's the floater. Bogdanovich, no luck. Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. Passes to Len. Pass to Bazemore. Just 3 to shoot. There's the 3. They get the rebound. Len, good. Len's got his first points in this one.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
Kevin, that's how you get your teammates fired up.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Waiters outside. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas. Goaltending would be one where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
That free throw, no good. Cook is checked in for Alex Caruso. And the Kings also making a change. Brewer is checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Here's Morris. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. Mark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Down low, Len. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release. Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Lakers. Smith comes in for Dion Waiters. No good on the second free throw. Clark, for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
Here's Smith. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
They get it back. Here's Joseph. Again, the miss by the King.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
And it's blocked.
And, you know, this is really what Brewer does quite well, Kevin, extending out nicely and swatting away shots.
Pass to Len. He gets it in there.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Cook dishes to Dudley, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The free throw drops for Smith. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
One shot.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here is Cook. There's the pass to Morris. Clock at 6. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And again, no good by the Lakers.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Farrell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Farrell's got his first points of the night.
Looking very comfortable close to the basket. I mean, it's important that Farrell keeps finding ways to capitalize from there.
Smith outside. Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks to Cook. The tray. That shot is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Joseph against Caldwell Pope. Now here's Brewer. Tight defense on him, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. The Kings also at the sub. Giles is checked in. Off the inbound, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem. But I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Dudley. Shot clock at 5. Joseph down low. Passes it to Giant. Pass to Farrell. A second chance effort, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing, and the foul called on Los Angeles.
Boy, impressive quickness there for Farrell, and he's a smart player too. Keeping pace with him, a challenge.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. For a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
Smith outside. Lane with the block.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Pass to Morris. Here's Caruso. Misses the 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle. Here's Giles, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
This is exactly what you want Farrell to do. I mean, when there's somebody open, he's got to find them.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here is Cook. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now, and we want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended, and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.